Isolation Nation, welcome to the Social Distancing Social Club. I'm Ben Gleib, and we have a hell of a show in store for you. I'm not going to tell you about it. You know who will? The second leg of the four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine. It's Steve Hofstetter.
Holy hell, that was a fast introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's good to be here. If you want to support the show, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com, of course. Super chat on the all of that stuff. And I am not on the road right now. This is just a green screen of a shitty hotel. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers.
Wow. I love that you're at a point in your life where a shitty hotel has a kitchen in it, Steve. That's a fucking, that's not what a shitty hotel is with the rest of it. It's a Motel 6, but that's neither here nor there. Rachel's
there are
here.
shitty extended stays.
Okay, they still have a kitchen. It's still better than what I'm staying in. It's okay. My point is,
The quickest intro ever. Goddamn.
Well, it's a quick intro day.
Well, that's good. That's good because Leedy and I will have to bounce to a show later. But
and also, I did it very quickly because I wanted to eat my breakfast before air because I'm not allowed to eat on air. But then I'm trying to show my gardener that the sprinklers are damaging the house, and he turned them on, and they sprayed my whole pants wet, and my pants are still soaking wet right now. And so I have this. Can I please eat it?
Hey, you know what? I do want to kind of talk to Leedy. She just went on tour for the first time. I want to see how it is. Can we pop Leedy in here and talk to Leedy?
But also, can we address that he just said the word breakfast?
Well, yeah, I get it.
It's 3 o'clock.
By the way, it's any meal he eats before he does his hair is breakfast. That's how this works.
You can tell he didn't do his hair. Leedy, get up here.
You pop Leedy in.
Hello.
How was the show last night, Leeds? How'd it go?
So much fun. I'm having such a good time.
Yeah, I saw some of the drawings. Looked fun.
Oh yeah, those will make no sense out of context, and you've seen Steve's hour, and it still won't make sense.
The second show yesterday, I did not do my hour. I was so cracked out of my mind. I had been up for almost 24 hours straight, and I just ended up doing an entire crowd work show, and it was a lot of fun.
What's going to be funny is 6 months or 8 months into this, when Leedy's kind of over it and she's kind of mailing in a little bit, when it's not like all new and fun, I guarantee she's going to show a couple pictures of jokes you didn't do at the end, and it's going to be very fun.
Or what if she just starts recycling all the old stuff that she's done? Like, I haven't showed this one before.
I did
I
make
absolutely-
a conscious effort to like pay attention to the jokes to make sure that someone didn't tell a joke and then I show an old drawing. That'd be awesome.
I also love that Leedy comes to LA for just a couple days, becomes a stripper, goes on tour with Steve, and now he's cracked out. I mean, what's happening? What is happening to this crew?
Not actual crack. Same background.
Yeah.
By the way, today, so related to the tour really quickly, I don't know if we have a picture of it to share, but I wore a Bowers jacket on stage last night.
Oh, I saw that. That was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it was, so Delta delayed my bags, and I had to go get something to wear on stage, and I thought, this could be fun. And then during the second show, someone bought it.
Of course they did. Now, first of all, where did you get it?
I got it at, I forget if it was JCPenney's or Macy's, but I went to a
Macy's.
mall.
It's definitely a Macy's.
Yeah, there's the picture of it.
I've seen that jacket several times. I've almost bought that joke.
Are you wearing that jacket right now, Bowers? Because it looks like
Close. This is a Macy's jacket from the same collection, the same designer. So yeah, I've almost bought that jacket like 3 times. They just didn't have it in my size. What did it go for?
$100.
Nice. All right. Earned a $30 profit on it. That's a nice job.
Yeah, wait, is Leedy's gonna share it now?
I don't know what she's doing.
I'm gonna show it. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, all right, here we go.
Boom.
Oh my God.
That jacket. That is
Yeah.
badass. That is badass.
Great.
That took longer than anticipated. I wanted to just show it, and then it took
That's all
longer.
right.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm like, on one hand, I'm pretty happy that the jacket Delta had to pay for, I sold for $100. That was nice. But also, I kind of want to go get it again. I like it.
Telling you, man, it's addictive when people. I mean, I had my red tuxedo, sparkly one on last night, and like 3 people who walked down Sunset, rolled down their car windows, and went, "Nice coat!" Like as they drove by.
Wait, did they say nice coat, or did they go nice coat?
People don't roll down their windows to yell insults, and they don't. Enthusiastic.
You.
Enthusiastic. It was enthusiastic.
I'm going to disagree with that one, but
I'm saying I can tell the difference, and they were like excited about it.
No. I know it was fun, and there was one person who tried to make fun of it during like when I was doing the ad lib thing. This is when someone wanted to buy it, and someone tried to make fun of it, and the rest of the crowd was like, "No, it's a nice coat." Like it was great. It was a lot of fun.
I was
I
kind of
kinda
sad
like
that
you
you
in my
sold it.
weird-
It was like seeing a good friend go away.
You've known for one
6
day.
hours.
Leeds.
Yeah.
I'm so connected to this fabulous jacket.
I wore it for a show and a half, but I might go get it again. I might, but I also want to talk about before we get into the show today.
Steve, I
What?
like you in weird clothes. I kind of like you a little bit more out of the box. It feels like it would be more freeing for you.
It has been fun, and today I'll probably wear like a bright blue suit and a very flowery shirt. So it's gonna be
Nice.
I'm entering the
Blue, by the way.
I'm entering the peacock phase of my career. So we'll see. Yeah.
But by the way, that'll follow the regular cock you've been this whole time.
Totally correct. Can I
Wait, just for the record, the peacock phase, I've went through that in 2007. You hire a publicist, you have a lot of faith in the Peacock Network, and then the show fails and gets canceled. Nobody cares about it. Right back to what your life was. So it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
Steve is heading into his Ben's 20s and 30s. Is that what
That part's good. That part was
An
good.
early 40s.
Look out, Sally Field. Here comes Steve.
Mothers, lock up your Streisand's. But I did want to talk about something that.
Get with it, buddy.
What?
Getting Gidget with it.
Oh my god. Well, I want to talk about something that happened today. Rivers actually brought this to my attention. Joe Biden kind of quoted one of my jokes. So in the gun control clip I've done, which has over 20 million views on various different sites. So this is something that it's very likely that he or someone who works for him has seen. He was talking about the way my joke goes is basically like if you need a gun because you're afraid of the government, you don't know how tanks work. And he said today, if you think you need to have weapons to take on the government, you need F-15s. It was pretty fucking close.
Pretty close.
It's not the most original.
The F-15 is the tank of the sky. So
It is. It's a sky tank. That's its nickname. They call it sky tank, which, by the way, was my nickname in high school. But and sky tank also playing at the Roxy. But that is pretty fucking close. Like that is.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Yeah, if that were a comic who did that bit, I would be like, you stole that from me. But it's the president. And it's my honor to write for a president and or presidential candidate, which is why, I work with Ben.
Why don't you try writing for Ben then, Steve?
For that, good question. And also, Steve Biden probably saw the clip and then 10 minutes later wrote the original thought of that, not remembering he saw the clip. That's me.
That is a good point. That is definitely a good point. It is very possible that he wrote that after watching that with one of his staffers and then walked over to the staffer afterward and was like, what'd you think of that line? And the staffer was like, you did. It was great.
Good job, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Joe Biden watched SDSC after that? He was like, I wonder what else this guy's up to.
It would not surprise me if one of our special guests in a year is Joe Biden somehow. Like, I've been tweeting with this guy. He's a good friend. And here's Joe Biden.
We're shooting the shit. Joe Biden is making jokes about LaBelle fucking fans.
We have to bring everyone together. The string cheese, the hot dog, the egg.
It's all about consensus.
We did not have an overnight game, Rachel. Do we have a Night King?
Yeah, the Night King game was Roast, a TV show. I liked Ralph's How I Grilled Mets for Your Mother, and Jack's Chicago Fire Department had to visit because I wasn't watching The Grill. But my favorite is Shannon Savage's Roasted Veggie Tales. So
wait, hold on. How I Grilled Meats for Your Mother? Or you said Mets?
Mets. It's a type of sausage.
Oh, okay. I was like, this is...
The baseball. Are you always thinking
you thought they were
about
grilling
baseball?
Keith Hernandez, Steve? That what you thought was
No,
going on
I thought Rachel was misreading the word meat.
No!
I thought.
It's not.
Back to the last
Congratulations, Shannon. You win an SAC.
Shannon, you're the Night King.
Yeah.
You're the new Night King. contact me and you'll get your ticket. So.
All right.
It's multiple. And also, just quickly back to the last thing, for a fact this would be an instance of, no, Joe, we're doing your entries after we vote. We're doing
Yes. For sure. That was worth going to
100%.
get, Ben. Nice job.
All right. Today's game, speaking of politicians, today's game, it is Hump Day pickup lines, and today's is pickup lines for politicians or from politicians or about politics in general. So, for instance, you put the erection in insurrection. Or how about call me filibuster because I can go all night.
Nice.
These are great.
Or how about this is horrible. Fuck. I shouldn't have done this one. I heard you like it rough. Well, I'm going to hold you down like you're a black voter in Georgia. Anyway, the point is...
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
The point is... If you guys roast anything...
Wow.
Biden just tweeted that. Biden just tweeted it.
But that'd be the first time you'd be pro-suffrage and anti-suffrage at the same time.
Oh, my God. That's also, I don't think Biden tweeted it, but I do think Brian Kemp tweeted it. Anyway, the point is, give us your best political pickup lines. And the way you enter is you comment on any of our feeds. But if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end of the show, as well as having a much better chance of being read on air, comment with a tip of at least $5, a super chat, a Venmo, or a PayPal. We'll read those at the end. And as always, if you're in our video front row, you get up to 2 entries for free.
I thought of one. Can I say one? Hi,
Sure.
I'm Matt. What's your Venmo? Anyway.
God damn it, that was my closer.
Sorry,
I
man.
had that down, and I was like, I'm not going to do that in the beginning. I'm going to save that for the game.
Okay, all right, my bad. I didn't mean to steal it.
No, it's yours. It's fine. You came up with it as well. Parallel development, just like me and Joe Biden.
Yes, there you go. Parallel developers. That's your name of your rap.
Also, Biden's speech last night was in that coat. It was really weird.
No, if Biden wore that coat, they would definitely take him away. There's no way he could wear that coat.
Listen, folks, I'm entering my peacock phase. All right, folks, listen.
All right.
On
Ben?
that.
On
Do you
that
want to
note,
introduce
it's
the
time
VFR?
for the VFR. Video front row, turn on your cameras. Join the party. But you guys shouldn't let me eat on air. Welcome, everybody, to the show. It's great to be with you. Thank you for at least tacitly allowing me to eat today. I really needed this. Great to be with all of you. Y'all look festive. Y'all look fun. I'm ready for the first spotlight. Ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Oh, God.
Mr.
Oh my God.
Mrs. Pretty in Pinkelstein.
He looks so good in the hat.
Pretty damn good, yeah.
I wish I had that hat to go with my jacket yesterday.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
They look more and more like cartoon villains every show, don't they?
Yep. But like the ones that you like and you kind of root for?
Yeah, like the Natasha and
Like
Boris.
Wile
Or whatever.
Coyote or...
Yeah.
Who did that?
Natasha and Boris from those Bullwinkle.
Yeah, sure.
You know, you're always kind of rooting for them to that fucking moose, you know?
Well, I didn't really root for them. It's directly our
I just thought that moose was annoying. I thought he should need
very
to get canceled.
geopolitical thing you just mentioned there. You just really made it very geopolitical, and we didn't.
Oh,
need
I
to
didn't
go
know.
there.
Oh,
Cartoon.
sorry. I'm a Putin guy. Sorry, I just every time I get a
Putin guy. Speaking of Putin guys, we got Shannon Burke here, everybody.
Is that her husband?
Great to have you, Shannon. Nice velour shag carpet, whatever the hell that is. Really nice.
I love the
We're
painting
joined
matches
by-
the couch. That's impressive.
Is that a tortilla blanket on that couch?
It looks like it.
It's my coat on
We're
that
joined-
couch.
It's a tortilla living room suit. It's amazing.
I want to lay down on that carpet. I like a good, soft, comfy rug. We got JP Mystery Bear joining us from Alaska, everybody. Oh, shit!
Oh, he's got the globe. Look at that. It's already in Alaska.
Got
Nice.
the inflation nation.
What?
It's huge, yeah. We needed room for people to write a sign. And, like, this isn't officially mentioned, but literally, like, if you want to write a couple of words that fit within also like right above your signature, like literally just, not bigger than your signature. You can personalize it a touch too, but it's a huge globe for a reason. So we got room for y'all.
And we also sent a pump with it so no one tried to blow it up with their mouth and die. We don't want to kill anybody having them blow up the balloon. Yeah.
There's the pump. Anticipate it looking like that.
I wouldn't stop doing that. You're giving LaBelle needs.
Yeah, JP, we said a pump with it, not a shake weight. Like, what was that?
We are joined by one of our favorites here in the front row. Something happened to your eye? What happened to your eye?
What happened?
What happened to your eye?
Broke my nose on Sunday.
Oh no!
You broke your nose?
What were you doing?
I was trying to. I slammed the left side of my face on the espresso machine.
Did you faint?
No, I kept working for 6 more hours, and then I went to the ER.
You were just angry at the machine, or what? What did it?
No, it's a very specific drink at Starbucks.
Well, I
It's
wish
snip, slip special. She has to bang her head on the deal. And then
Can I have a Vente head slam, please?
I said Vente again.
extra Chino.
Myq Kaplan said the frappow, Chino.
I thought they said hold the whip. Anyway, I hope at the yard they got your name right on your bracelet. As we all know, it's Clasp Salamanca joining us, everybody. Great to have you, Clasp. You didn't break your finger. That's crazy odds. Are joined by the other Aranka, everybody. Hello, Aranka.
All right, how you doing?
Very good. How are you?
Hanging in there. You can see I put the blanket out just so that it wouldn't blast you out with light. I know it's very important.
It looks great, and it looks really good. Thank you for doing
I love how I love how sarcastically everyone takes your notes, Ben. It's so funny.
I don't
Close
care
the
if they
closet
take
door like it matters. It's so funny.
Listen, I don't care if they take them sarcastically if they take them. I don't care if they respect me when they take them. I just
Hear
wanna
that,
see-
Carmel?
Sure, I just came. That's the same as coming, right?
And I'm coming. Yeah, she does the air quotes. Okay.
I don't care what Kamala Harris says.
I think it's a pink takeover.
Don't come.
It's
Don't
a
come.
pink takeover. What's happening?
It is on Wednesdays we wear pink. It's Diana Gonzalez, everybody.
So cute.
Looking good with the pink. We got James Nielsen. Even James's pink background is less ornate than the other pink backgrounds.
And he doesn't have any pink clothes on. I don't think he has a pink shirt. That's awesome.
I love it. I love it, James. I love it, James. I'm going to have to start researching you to find out stuff to make fun of. He lives next door to Mike Paramore, by the way. I did figure that out from the background. We got Sean Ehrlich joining us with his favorite giraffe. This is the 300th episode for the giraffe. We're only on 285 or whatever ourselves, but this giraffe's ahead of its time.
279, Ben.
Oh, nice.
Damn right. I was testing you, Rachel, and you got it. We are joined. I don't know how I don't know the number. It's on the spreadsheet, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yep. There
Hey,
it
you know
is.
there's a spreadsheet? And it's actually on the note, not the spreadsheet, but what's on both, I guess. But
That's how I get into these meetings. No, I'm looking at the spreadsheet right now.
Oh, really? You see the spreadsheet?
I do.
Well, how many tabs are there, Bren?
is there a clock on your computer?
Ben
You
Gleib
son of a
roast.
bitch. What is the third tab? Third tab says Ben Gleib roasts. Ben Gleib misspelled, and it says made you look Taylor. And wahahaha.
And Taylor, how long has that been up?
At least 3-4 months.
No!
Yeah.
I talked to Taylor about this months ago, and I forgot that it existed. It's been so long until just now.
I like a long play joke. That is pretty solid.
It's So
wow, that is funny. That shows how myopic your view could be. I really just see the tab I need to click. I click. I never looked a quarter inch to the right. That is amazing.
For your name and the word roasts, which is incredible. By the way, this is a 4-hour front row introduction.
No, it's not. We're still on schedule. We're still at like 11 minutes. We're good.
We're at 11 minutes. This is one of my fastest ones ever.
Well, we're not even a third done, but
Brad Clark's joining us with the Pink Cosmos. I like that. You're on brand today, Brad. And we got Lindsey Brown. I'm pretty sure you started the show in some kind of like a beach scene. And now you're pink. So this is very confusing. I don't know how you did that. I
forgot it was Wednesday for a second.
Oh, fair enough. I may be short, but I'm a genius, your shirt says. One of these days, if you guys want, we will have Daniel Franzese on the show, who played Lindsay Lohan's best friend in Mean Girls. Where that phrase is?
Yeah, let's do that.
Great dude. Very funny comic. We have got a Bibier joining us, not in pink, because where she is, it's not Wednesday.
Oh,
and from Tahoe. Holy shit.
Oh.
And wait, there's more. Oh my God, it's Baby Ben. We got Baby Ben.
Oh, it's Myq Kaplan.
Oh my God.
X is there. Look at that.
Holy moly. I love that. Wow, good to
Very
see
cool.
everybody.
What up, bitches?
Is Gus there somewhere? Is Gus there somewhere?
In fact, going home.
Well done, you guys. Well done. I love that. Very well done. That was cool. So we've got Cassie. We've got Winkleplex. We've got Dan Brown.
I'm all out of fucks.
Oh, look, I'm all out of fucks to give. That started about 279 episodes ago.
So we've been counting the fucks to give on the spreadsheet, actually, Ben.
Look at the 5th tab, Ben. Look at the 5th tab.
Hey, well, now there's just straight up an F.U. Ben from Rachel on there. I don't think that.
We have a spreadsheet wars. This is Steve's greatest fantasy. What if you could destroy hecklers with spreadsheets? Okay.
Do you realize I'm wearing flowery coats, Bowers is playing with spreadsheets? What is happening to us?
And I also just added a field that says "Go fuck yourselves," and I attributed it to Leedy. So thanks a lot, Leedy. That was not nice. I wrote it, but still. We got Steph Andrew joining us. The Vegemite is still in place. She's eating the Vegemite. Everybody stand back. It's frightening. It's frightening!
I'm not eating Vegemite. Fuck no. That's the worst thing to come out of Australia since Pauline Hanson.
Did you just ring a bell for your own joke? That was amazing.
We put the spoon down, but it worked.
And I was eating my breakfast. I'm eating normally today, but no, my niece and nephew are getting dropped off today, so that's staying up there to still hide from them from yesterday.
Yep. The best way to hide something is to have it label out on the first shelf.
They can't reach. They're too short to reach that shelf, so it stays in there.
That's
You're going to have kids falling off of chairs. What's going to be going down? We've got Chris LaBalls joining us, you guys. Speaking of falling out of chairs when trying to reach stuff. His dream is to fuck that ceiling fan, and he'll get there one day. We are joined by Greg, Barely Pink, Jackson, everybody. I got a lot of pink on there. I like the Pink Panther, one of my favorite characters. Love that. Ray Benjamin, on Wednesdays, we wear pink, which is, of course, why Ray is wearing green.
I might have ink on somewhere.
And his shirt says read, which he clearly can't do since he's not wearing pink.
And we are joined from Australia by a woman with freshly extended eyelashes, it looks like. It's Zara Bending, everybody.
Oh, nice.
Sure.
Those beautiful natural eyelashes.
Those are just
really
Right?
Not natural. Right, I appreciate that.
A beautiful unnatural eyelashes.
Take it easy.
Was the kind put on one at a time, or is that like all at once? A whole lot at once?
Sorry, what? What
That's
did
a
you
legit
do?
question.
One eyelash at a time?
That's a thing. You don't know about this?
Yeah, they throw
Zara,
them
tell
in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
when I do drag, I do them one at a time, but these are strips.
Oh, who knows more about girl shit, me or Queen Rachel? I guess it's me. Oh shit!
Well, it depends on what kind of stuff in a girl we're talking about, I think. But sure, you know more about eyelashes. We'll give you that.
Also, did you just say when you do drag, that requires more explanation, but sure.
It's from Sydney.
You missed that, huh?
How are you going to do drag if you're already a woman? Are you doing drag as a man?
No, I don't do drag king stuff, but I'm technically the drag mother to like 10 of my students that have come out to me in first year law. So I put them in drag and I put myself in kind of an accentuated female kind of aesthetic. So you can be a bio queen doing drag. It's possible.
Oh, Ben, you went from knowing a lot about one thing to not knowing about a different thing immediately.
Well, no, I mean, I would look. I know it's done, but it's a big controversy right now, even on RuPaul's Drag Race. Oh, is my knowledge coming right back?
Oh,
it's
do you
a
know?
controversy.
Oh, Ben, don't get me started on a drag race. We have trans women, Carly Sonic Love, Gia Gunn, Jiggly Caliente on across 2 seasons of Drag Race. So not controversial any longer.
Okay, it's still controversial. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's
No. Ask
3 hour
Diana
front
Johnson is
row.
the greatest
3
name I've ever heard in my
hour
life.
front row.
Also, I didn't know that Zara could be more hyper feminine. I would like to see what.
Oh, you wonder what Zara would look like sexy? Is that what you're asking, Ben?
Right. What does that scenario look like? I guess it's one eyelash at a time. She just amps it up. One eyelash is a thing.
I like to say I live my life one eyelash at a time. That quote from Fast and Furious, right? Did I get it wrong?
Like enhancing drugs in the drag world to me, but okay. I wish you the best of luck with it. And we've got Frank Notaro joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We got Frank. He didn't sport his pink lips for us today. We do wish he did.
No.
No,
panties on
just
today.
no. And we got Curtis Mason joining us. There he is, Curtis Mason, in his third location in the last week. Great to have you, Curtis.
Nice t-shirt.
Yeah, the Bert and Ernie Bernie. I like that a lot.
Nice.
That is interesting. That's kind of true. Bert and Ernie equals Bernie Sanders. That's kind of true. We got Anna Hood joining us with a sort of pink shirt from an airport lounge of some kind.
I picked the shaded glass for you instead of sitting over there where it's sunny.
Oh,
Anna was at the show with us in Sacramento yesterday.
very cool.
That, and I like a good frosted glass, so I like both of those very much. We got JoJo joining us. Good to see you, JoJo. Pink flower. Very nice. Very sweet.
That's
very
a
sweet.
poppy.
Yeah, who was also in Sac. There were a couple people in there who were all freaking out when I wore Bowers' jacket.
All people were in Sac at one point or another. And we got Emil Ronalds joining us on that joke. There we are. The Little Red Riding Hood of the Isolation Nation. She'll huff and she'll puff. That's not the character that does it. The shitting wolf will huff and shit, and then you won't let him inside your grandma's house. It's Emil Ronalds. And last but not least, drawing the festivities today, we got Lady Doos from a much nicer hotel room than Steve's. That's incredible. Same kitchen.
Same kitchen. All right, we've got 2 great comics and a special guest. Jenny Johnson is back. Jenny, how are you doing?
Woo-hoo! I am living the dream. I'm just trying to think of ways that politicians hit on children.
Every way possible.
Children, right? My first fucking thought was Venmo, Matt Gates. Like,
there you go. We also have Myq Kaplan here. Myq, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, look, I have a pink thing. I'm like everybody else. I'm like you. The picture of a rose. Happy to be here. This is how a politician hits on children.
Yeah.
I thought your girlfriend sent you a dick pic. Anyway,
that or get in the van. Get in the van works.
Let's not make the whole thing that.
Oh, we're not going to do that. And then we also have a special guest that I battled on Roast Battle last night. It's Ryan Niemiller is here. Ryan, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, friends, how are we?
So me and Niemiller roast battle last night. It was pretty fun, wasn't it? It was cool, wasn't it?
It was a lot of fun. I was very tentative about it. There's nothing about you to make fun of, Bowers, so I was really racking my brain.
You too, man. I couldn't even think about it. I had to rack my arms.
We both had something very obvious. Point out, but, so it really tested our joke writing. I'll tell you that much. It really tested us.
It's clearly, Ryan was born without hands and Bowers was born without taste. So
I'd argue he has it much worse, quite frankly.
And you
get good parking out of it.
That was basically our entire roast was who has it worse in life. It was.
You know the old saying, there's no accounting for hands. So I think that is true. I think that's true. Listen, who won the roast battle last night?
Well, we tied. We had to go into overtime, and then Ryan took it at the end. At the audience vote, Ryan won the audience vote. So yeah, he took it. It was good. It was good.
Yeah. Zara was very happy about that when she found out that Bowers and I were roasting. She could not wait to contact me and be like, "Hey, I got some shit." It was almost instant.
We pulled it out. We pulled it out in the end.
Yeah.
Well, do we want to do some of the? Do you want to do some of the jokes? Right? Well, go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you guys will do your roast battle right now and let us be the judge. See if Ryan gets 2 wins or if it ends up a tie.
Ben, we talked about this in sound check. That's exactly what they're going to do.
He knows that.
I was not.
He suggested it in the whole thread. It was his idea.
It was in the spreadsheet. If you just would have looked at the spreadsheet, I saw that.
It's under the tab that says things Ben will ignore.
All right, so there's.
You guys don't understand how to present things on camera, do you? Okay, fine. Go ahead.
We each did 4 jokes. We could do all of them, or we could just do 2. What do you guys want us to do? You want us to do the whole thing?
I don't know. Was that also discussed during the sound check text?
I actually do agree with Ben on this one, even though I like to mock him for it. Ben was trying to make it seem organic. It was very well done, and then you guys are like, "No, we need to pull the curtain back." So
well, that was Rachel did
wait till I do that to you next time. Just wait till I do that to you.
So anyway, let's just do it. I don't care.
We can just kind of do more rapid fire. Just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, more rapid fire. So what was my first? First one was Ryan's been through a lot. I mean, not only does he have a backstory that will get you 3rd place on America's Got Talent, he also has red hair, proving that sometimes God takes with both hands. Oh shit, sorry, man.
There are things I like about that and dislike about that.
Bowers works as a motivational speaker for kids, which is impressive considering he's not allowed within 100 yards of a school.
That's only in 2 states, Ryan. Ryan, the one good thing about being Ryan is he has complete freedom comedically. He can make fun of anyone. He literally can't punch down or up.
You'll never see Bowers not wearing a tux. He used to be a jeans and t-shirt guy, but he's really upped his game. Now the only thing Bowers grooms more than himself is high school girls.
Jesus. Who I actually feel sorry for is Ryan's mom. Do you have any idea how uneducated you have to be to not be able to read something as simple as the warning on a pack of cigarettes?
Bowers, you're in your 40s. You're a fat fuck. You dress like a gay magician who only works at proms. The only person in here who people feel more sorry for than me.
I'm gonna remind people these 2 are close friends. Close friends.
Well, as I said, I would say, what you think I'm gonna roast Ryan fucking Niemiller or make fun of his hair? I mean, come on, what are we gonna do? What we're gonna talk about? So that tied us, and then Ryan went first on the tiebreaker round, and then I went second. So let's do that, and then we'll have him vote. Here we go.
All right. So Bowers actually called me up a week before the roast to let me know, hey, I've been losing a lot of weight, so I hope you didn't write a lot of fat jokes. Everybody, this is Bowers slimmed down. Bowers, you're so fat, you're on your 4th shot of Pfizer because it hasn't taken yet. Congratulations, Bowers. You got yourself slimmed down, so now instead of type 3 diabetes, you're down to type 2. Well done.
You know the saddest thing about Ryan? He's ambidextrous. Waste.
Oh shit. Shit.
It's a tight race. That's a tight race. Who do you vote for?
I feel you have to vote for me or it's a hate crime. So
Well, that's kind of how, like, as I said,
the whole front row is voting. The whole front row is voting. I love that.
The tie goes to you is what I was thinking. That's how it works generally. So,
all right, so we're having people actually vote on the front row right now. Okay, excellent. We're also doing YouTube chat. Oh, nice. Like an actual poll?
What? I don't see it. Oh, I do see it.
Look at that. Well, I'm up 12-7 in the front row. What's the YouTube got?
Oh my God, 80. It doesn't give numbers, but except 53% Bowers is up right now.
Wow, that's a fucking close one.
46 votes so far. 52% Bowers. You're going down a little bit.
I feel the isolation nation has Stockholm syndrome for you, Bowers. Like they, I love him.
Hey, look, you just sometimes
He's playing on his home turf. It's not fair.
yeah, this is a home game.
All right, he won in YouTube. 52% to 48.
Bowers won 52%. Oh, that is fucking
Well,
close.
Ryan won the Comedy Store vote, which is all that really matters. So, but still, I'll take it. But it was a fun time. It was a really good time. We had a blast. It was good for both of us, really. I think the comedy, because neither one of us hangs at the Comedy Store that much. Or we want to, not as much. And so I think it was a good intro for both of us. So I really appreciate you doing that, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. It was cool. Yeah, Jeff Ross kind of personally hunted us down after and let us know how good we did, and they were a little upset we didn't actually get on the televised or the streamed version of it because we were the undercard. So that felt good considering I'd never done a roast before. So it was kind of cool to get to try it and do it. And you're good fodder, Bowers. So thank you.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah. I wrote the joke about the cigarettes a year and a half ago before the pandemic. I was at roast battle and I was driving home and I wrote that in my head and I called Ryan that night and said, I just wrote a roast joke about you. Can we roast each other at roast battle? And you said, sure. And then the pandemic happened, but I never forgot that joke. And a year and a half later, I called Brian Moses and I said, let's do it.
And a year and a half later, I finally had the opportunity to lose to you with that joke. And it's what I've
Hey, it's not about winning and losing, Steve. It's about getting to say that out loud. You don't.
No, I know. It was great. It was great. And also, like, that was a lot of roast battles. It's clear who won. And, like, that was, you guys both were.
What I told Ryan last night, since I was doing all jokes about his arms, he had to destroy me or I'm a monster. I'm like, I hope your jokes are good. Because if you're just like, Ryan, Bowers is just kind of a mean guy, then I'm a total douchebag.
Yeah, I thought about changing on the fly and being like, Bowers is actually a really good friend of mine. He's done a lot for me. I couldn't really think of anything.
It reminded me of the time we did the pandemic pickup lines and Steve's were all terrible and Ben's were all real sweet.
Still one of my favorite moments of the show.
Well, thanks, Ryan.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Last night,
Ryan.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Hey, plug your stuff real quick, Ryan. How do we follow you around? What you got coming up?
CrippleThreat.com and CrippleThreat8 on all the stuff. I'm finally back on tour. I'm going to be spending a lot of time in Florida in July and August because I'm an idiot.
Sorry.
So you can come see me. I'm in Naples, I'm in Destin, Panama City Beach, and Boca Raton.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, thanks, buddy. We appreciate it.
Thanks. We'll see you guys
See
later.
you next time, brother.
Thanks,
Love you.
Ryan.
Cool.
Very excited. Well done, you
All right,
guys.
let me get to some generals and then let's get to a comics.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Alexander Breyer said, Steve, you only had two options, Air Canada or Delta.
You know what? As much as I was annoyed at Delta delaying my bags yesterday, fuck Air Canada.
That's what I thought it would be. Jojo, Stephen Leedy, so wonderful to see you at the Sacramento show last night. I would have bought that jacket in a split second. Love Jojo.
I'll buy another one for you guys to buy.
Front row, Steve said, Taylord, best joke ever. All hail Taylord.
Lord.
And then Adler had a couple, speaking of drag, in a Jewish youth group sports convention weekend as a teen. I was the mascot one time. That year, one city was the Bagels, another was the Rabbis. We were the Queen team. People thought I was a girl trying to pretend to be a more outrageous female. I guess I did good.
The twists and turns of that story.
Honestly.
What a journey.
As Engel said. All right, we're caught up.
All right, let's get to a comic. Coming on right now, returning champion, it's Jenny Johnson, everybody.
Okay, I didn't know it was Pink Day, so I put a pink hoodie over here. But I did wear my 4 seasons.
Nice.
It's summertime. You want to support the gardeners and everybody outside. To be special. Yeah, okay. 2 weeks now back to doing shows live. I couldn't wait to do another Zoom show. Like, I wanted to crawl back to my happy place. Everyone is so aggressively fucking pumped right now to be in an audience, and just everyone, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm like, I just like said hi, you know, like that was it. And I have to tell y'all, I'm so happy. I love doing this show because y'all are the best audience. Like, everyone is super fucking pumped and happy to be here. And a few months ago, I did a corporate Zoom show. And it was a little different. And I'll explain why. Because any comedian knows when you do a corporate show, that's when a CEO hires a comedian no one's ever heard of. And then they force all the employees to show up on their day off. And you do an hour, like, and bring your significant other, so they're pissed at you too. Like, it's like back to back, just being shit on. So I get invited to a corporate, like, on Zoom, which I thought, okay, that'll be less painful, maybe. I don't know. So right when I started doing this, I look and there's like 140 people in the crowd. I'm cool. Okay, maybe this will be fun, whatever. And I thought, let me just make it conversational. I'm doing an hour. All right. So I tell this story that was true. Like, a couple weeks before, I had been at home watching a South Park marathon on Comedy Central. And it was getting late. And the thing was, I knew it was getting late because Comedy Central lets you know it's late because their commercials get real fucking seedy. You need to look at the clock. It's like you're watching it, everything seems great. Then it's like, hey, you want to buy that fucking dildo? And you're like, wait, what? Like, going wild. And you're like, I mean, everything just gets really like sex driven. And this commercial came on, and it was like, call this number now to talk to real live 18-year-old girls. Who the fuck wants to talk to an 18-year-old girl? Have you never spoken to? It's the worst experience of your life. Like, who's fucking calling this number getting hard? Like, Mackenzie's answering the phone, you know, like, yeah, no, fuck yeah. Like, who is? And then I was like, in my head going, if you called that number, I promise you're getting a 38-year-old grandma who answers the phone, and she's got grandbaby on one hip, her baby on the other hip. She's yelling at other kids like, what's your name? Gary. Hot. Tell me about yourself. Oh, you're divorced twice. Oh, I'm watching this, I'm laughing my ass off, and then I started thinking, like, how come there's no commercials to talk to real live 18-year-old boys? Anyone seen that commercial? It doesn't fucking exist. You've never seen, like, call now, you know, Skylar and Tanner are waiting, and they're wearing Xbox headsets and playing Call of Duty, and like, you said hi, and they're sending you dick pics, just firing dick pics at you. Like, man, send me pictures of your tits. Shut up, dude. She might do it. Shut the fuck up. Like, okay, this is what is going on in my brain. I thought it was funny, and thank y'all for laughing, because when I did this corporate show, fucking crickets. I mean, a tumbleweed could have rolled through. It was so quiet. I thought I lost them. I was like, y'all still here? And then I heard this voice go, yes, we are. I'm like, what happened? I thought it was funny. And then I started looking in the audience, and it became very quick, like, the realization that I had been hired to be the entertainment for the interns. Off the top, like right at the beginning, everyone was 18. I insulted the entire crowd. Like, who the fuck wants to talk to a fucking 18-year-old? They were all 18. And then I was like, oh, dope. I have 55 more minutes left. Great. I'm a pro. I muscled through that shit. But then at the very end, I hear the CEO. She goes, "Does anyone have any questions?" Like, I mean, I'm sweating. I can't believe I just got through this. And some guy goes, "If you could be interviewed by any famous talk show host, dead or alive, who would it be?" I go, "I'm fucking dead Jay Leno." You said dead or alive. That was your question. Like, I just thought, like, I don't know. That seemed interesting to me. Like, skeleton and denim. I don't fucking know. So chances are I'm not going to be invited back. But but that's my time. Y'all been a great crowd.
Jenny Johnson, everybody. Jenny Johnson. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at stscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Jenny, I do not know why a set like that wouldn't crush at a corporate. I don't know why.
I thought, like, in my head, I had been off my game for so long that I was like, I bet this will work. I bet the really don't.
Corporate. The idea, it's because corporate comedy is like very soul sucking. It is the worst. It is something that like I will do sometimes, and I just run through my set and I'm like, how do I clean up this joke? How do I clean up this joke? How do I clean up this joke? And Jenny, I love that you did it and you were like, I'm gonna do jokes about sex.
Yeah,
like
interns or not, you can't do phone sex material in a corporate.
The part they were offended wasn't that you made fun of 18-year-olds, Jenny. That wasn't the problem, I don't think.
This is how fucked up it was. Like, how long I've been sitting on my couch that I was so out of tune. This was a couple months ago, so I had yet to be released back into the world. So
Right.
I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna fucking crush.
Yeah, whenever I do corporates, I realize that all of my jokes are 3/4 clean. The punchline always has a dick in it somewhere. I'm like, oh, this is a good joke. And then I'm like, oh, god damn it, this one's dirty too. Why do they all end bad? It's like, I don't know.
Like, a corporate show is like the best way to realize what a piece of shit you really are. When you're like going through your material and you're like, no.
I mean, Steve always says, "How much time do you have when they hate you?" That's a corporate gig is a good way to know how much material you actually have. Like,
yeah, there are all kinds of comics who are just like, "Oh, I could do 2 hours." I'm like, okay, but how much time do you actually have? 17 minutes. Like that.
But I feel like every time one of us does a corporate show and you run into a comic friend, you know, and you're like, oh, I did this corporate gig. Everyone has this layer of pity. Like, wow, you made it. Good for you. Like, congrats. Like, everyone has this, like,
most of the
for you.
when you do a club show, people are like, oh, how was the crowd? When you do a corporate show, people are like, the check clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and also with corporate, like, that's the only, you're doing it only for the money, so you can't not do it because they pay so well. You're like,
yeah,
it's like a bullshit comedy gig is like pays $50. You're like, fuck you, I'm out. But like, no, this is like my rent for 2 months. I have to fucking get this figured out or I'm fucked. It's like the worst.
They pay so well that you're like, okay, let's do it. And the company also was like this data analytics. Like, it was like everyone I would have copied their homework when I was in high school. They were all like crazy fucking smart.
You should have had them write a set and then copy it.
So I could point out how not funny they are.
Yeah. There you go. You do a corporate gig, then halfway through you go, all right, now you guys are going to tell jokes and I'm not going to laugh at you, motherfuckers. How about that? I literally came to your work, so you work now. Okay, let's do it. Rachel, what we got coming in?
All right. Zara tipped you and said, Jenny, I teach 1,000 18-year-olds a year. I feel you.
Thank you. And I bet Zara never got hard off of any of those fucking kids.
No.
See, you know, hey, I have a question, and you're like, oh god, who's gonna fuck you? Oh, you fucking losers.
By the way, am I the only one confused by that lesson in anatomy?
I think I missed
this episode. I'm confused in general now. I don't know what rules are what.
She can't get hard? Is that the joke?
Yeah.
I missed what you're joking with, Steve. What was the reference?
That Steve wants to know the phone number.
No,
Nah.
All right, we'll move on. What's in the box? All right, Rach, what else we got?
We'll move on. That's fine. Front row Stephen Val sent you $10 and said, Jenny, on behalf of everyone over 30, you crushed it.
By the way, Jenny, 38-year-old grandmother was a hilarious line.
That is true. That is true.
Such
Their
a
own
great,
kid and a grandbaby at the same time.
Yeah, you know it's true too, though.
Oh yeah,
it's true. Angela tipped you 5 Canadian. Startup for your own 800 number.
Oh, no one
Nice.
would call that number. And by the way, I'd never pick up the phone. I'd be like, why didn't they text me?
Let's see. Alexander Breyer tipped and said a landscaping tip. I did ask them because of your shirt. Send you landscaping tips. He said use hot water. It'll open up the pores and make the hair taut.
Wow. All right.
Whatever. Anna Hood tipped you for Jenny. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
Tam tipped $5 and said, I didn't like talking to 18-year-olds when I was an 18-year-old. Great set. So glad to see you on again.
Thank you.
Let's see. Ray Benjamin tipped you and said for Jenny because they should have loved you at the corporate gig.
Thank you. I thought so too.
That's very sweet.
I appreciate that. Y'all are so nice.
And then let's see. Razor tipped you $5 and said, Jenny, I've heard of sportscasters having the cough button that mutes them while on air. I guess sex line operators have the kid button. Wow, that sounds bad, but out of context.
Since you mentioned Jay Leno, Jenny.
Yes. Yes, I hesitated to tell that because it was a true story, though, but I know that you love alive.
I do love Leno, but we also make jokes about him so often on this show that if you guys are interested, I would love to show you guys the video that Leno sent in for my birthday show at Nowhere. You guys want to see that?
I would definitely want to see it.
Yeah, it's only 30 seconds. It's great.
Yep, so he was not able to make it live, and he sent in a video just basically making fun of me for 30 seconds. Try and listen to the asides as well.
Happy 50th birthday.
Even more brutal.
Well, you know Ben's going to like the sides.
Without further ado, here is Jay Leno's appearance on my birthday show.
Hi, Ben. Jay Leno here. I want to say happy 50th birthday. It's great to see you look. He's how? What? He's only 43? The guy looks like my father. I don't know. He probably has some disease. Anyway, listen. Happy birthday. You look great. And many more. See you on we'll do the podcast sometime. I hope he's still alive. I mean, he looks so terrible. Hey, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
I hope he's still alive.
He looks like my father. It's hilarious.
Just want to point out that Jay Leno and Chris Bauer is tied at roast battle. So
now I look like his father, just for the record. Now I look.
All right, we are caught up.
Caught up? All right. Let's get to the next comic. I hope he talks about the joke he posted today. It's my favorite new joke. It's Myq Kaplan, everybody.
No pressure.
And there we are. Hey, everyone. I like that Ben just said, make sure you listen for the asides, which were where all the jokes were. Like, if we had not listened to the asides, it would just be Jay Leno saying, happy birthday, Ben. Good night, everybody. And I am very glad. I also like the person who commented to Jenny, they should have loved you at that corporate. I'm like, while we're wishing, I wish that you just had enough money to not do that corporate. You know what I mean? Like, they should have had a universal basic income. You know what I mean? They should have, like, my grandmother years ago, I was about to perform on a cruise ship for the first time, and I was saying to her, like, I'm planning my set out, and I hope that they like the things that I have to say, because I'm not so sure that they're going to. And my grandma says, who wouldn't like the things that you say? And I'm like, sounds like you right now don't like the things that I'm saying. So I really appreciate it. But she's like, no, everyone likes everything that you say, so take back the thing that you just said. I'm like, okay. So I feel like whoever, it was my grandma in spirit, reaching in for that comment there. Also, my grandmother, who did not, and I still say does not, believe in an afterlife. I think my grandma right now does not believe that she exists anymore. I can feel her presence with me right here, and she's saying things like, that's not me. That's your imagination. I'm not that. You're just making this up. This is just the nature and nurture that I have imbued you with over the course of being your grandmother. I'm like, yep, that's old grandma. Let's get started with my set. Oh no, a couple last things about what's previously been going on. Here's the one corporate gig where you can be as dirty as you want to be, I believe, is at the Phone Sex Corporation. Like how would they imagine you show up and you try to do a clean set and they're like, "Ooh, we really wish you had gone a little dirtier on that one." So have our interns here, and they call them in and out turns there. Interns, out turns, in and wherever you want, on turns, over turns, So I also, someone mentioned crickets, and I just love the idea of, like, imagine if a cricket, like Jiminy Cricket, wanted to do stand-up comedy, and like, how was your set tonight? Just crickets. And you're like, oh, so good? All the crickets were really going nuts for what I was talking about there. I also like that Jiminy Cricket is like the conscience. That's what he represents. And that's what when a comedian hears nothing, they're like, it was crickets. And it's like, maybe it's your conscience telling you to get out of this business. So let's see. Okay, so let's get started with my comedy. I will share about, so I posted this, I thought of this, I think I tweeted it a couple days ago and shared it on Instagram yesterday. And so just, you're in for a real tweet here. This is a real tweet coming your way. And it's, oh man, I just realized I've been dancing for the job I want and dressing like no one's watching. And it's been, I mean, it's still available to be retweeted, and it's out there. You can put it in your story on Instagram. You can share it and quote it wherever you like. And here's a weird thing that happened is somebody wrote back, somebody commented, wow, like, who's been watching you getting dressed? And I was like, oh, good question, funny. And then it occurred to me, and I talked to my girlfriend about this. I was like, oh, this person said this thing, and I was like, oh yeah, they're making this like weird leap because of course what you intended was that like during COVID, during the quarantine, we've all been essentially dressing like no one's watching, right? Like we're wearing what's comfortable because nobody's gonna see us, and so they made this joke that was like a real left turn from that, and I'm like, no, that was what they said what I meant. They meant what I said, and then we got into like a little bit of a back and forth about it, where she's like, my girl was like, I feel like everybody would probably think the thing that I thought about the thing that you said, and I was like, well, I'm the only one that didn't, and then she said, well, it's okay, I guess. I'm sorry. This is I think one of the funniest things that I've heard in a long time. My girlfriend said, I'm sorry that your joke made more sense than you originally intended. So 100%. So one more thing I'd like to share, which I think is what I'm supposed to do, is share things that I want to. And I don't know how to do comedy, but is it that you say things that you think are funny that you want people to hear? I'm gonna go ahead. I have no time to answer, but so I have a joke that I'm not going to tell you about. I'm going to tell you about this joke first, which is I feel like all that happens during COVID is like I've been telling people not my jokes, but about my jokes. I'm like, gather around, folks, and hear tell of a time when folks used to gather around. And the joke is about, I'll tell you part of it. It's basically about how I'm going to tell you all about the joke, but I'm not telling you the joke. I'll tell you all the ingredients of the joke, but you're going to have to listen to me. So in this joke, I talk about how I saw like an article, a scientific article or a tweet. I read a lot of stuff. It's hard to tell what it was, but the idea is that Beethoven, lived many years ago. You're familiar with Beethoven. So the odds are every single human being alive today, 8 billion people close to, has one atom in their body that also used to be inside Beethoven. And I was like, that was fascinating. It's a whole joke. It's super funny. It's really great. Wish you could see it. And but I have a physicist friend who I'm like, I don't even know if that's true. So I asked my friend who's a physicist, is it true that everyone has a Beethoven atom in our body? And he says, the strange and disturbing thing about physics that I've learned is, I'm like, yes or no would be great. He's like, the strange and disturbing thing, then it was an email, so I'm just doing a dramatization right now. But he said, the thing about physics is that all of our molecules, every single one of us, all of our cells, our subatomic particles, quarks, and so forth, they're all going in and out. They're disappearing, reappearing, being replaced with identical particles from moment to moment. He's like, so none of us is made of the same elementary constituent particles from moment to moment. And I was like, wow, so then your molecules didn't even get a degree at Harvard, so why am I listening to you? So So that is the setup for the joke that I want to conclude with right now. So I know I got to add a little more. Maybe I got to extract some of the laughs from that setup. But earlier today, I was on the phone with my mom while she was at her swim club. And she told me she was having a nice time there. She wasn't wearing a bathing suit. I was like, Mom, she's like, I was wearing my street clothes. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And she said, we had been talking last night because her birthday was yesterday. Her name is Bonnie, and my friend lovingly calls her the Bonster. And so last night for her dinner party, her birthday party, I called it the Bonster Bash. We have a lot of fun. And so we were talking about how last year my mom's mom, my grandmother, died, and before that my grandmother was getting I see I just got the light, so it is time to start my set. So here it comes. So my grandmother died. This is, and sincerely, the end is near for all of us, but also this joke. But my mom and I were talking about how before my grandmother died, she was having difficulty doing things. Maybe it seemed like she wouldn't do certain things, but really she couldn't do these things, and it really seemed like she wasn't being herself anymore. And I was like, yeah, I guess that's it. The self that we have at the end of our lives, as we're dying, we're different than when we're a baby, and we're also different, we're ourselves all throughout, but we're a different self in the middle, at the beginning. We're never the exact same self that we are. And my mom says, oh, it's like your molecules joke. And I was like, exactly. And she says, not exactly. I'm like, ooh, you got me. And it is not exactly, because nothing can be exactly. And I was like, that's so funny, Mom. And she's like, I love when you love my jokes. It makes it so much better. It makes me like it so much more. And I was like, I also love when I love your jokes. It makes me like them so much more as well. So happy birthday, Mom. That's my set. Goodbye.
Myq Kaplan, everybody. Myq Kaplan. Tip jar is open. He's going to start his set any minute now. Tip jar. Only Myq Kaplan could be 2.5 minutes into a 5-minute set and then start. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at stscshow.com, of course. Super chat on the YouTube. Myq, the idea of dress like no one is watching, that's such a wonderful switch. I love that.
Oh, thank you so much. Also, while we're waiting for everything to roll in, I realized I have a quick related story to something that was said earlier that I didn't bring up. One time in Boston where I started doing comedy, I've been a couple years in, I met a woman and we became friends, and she told me, she's like, I wanted you to know, I've known your comedy since before we met, and you're my second favorite comedian of all time. And I was like, wow, who's your first? And she said, Jay Leno. And I was like, that really took a turn. I was like, what comedians do you know besides the two of us? She's like, there's other comedians? Anyway, so...
It is weird. I do get messages sometimes when people are like, oh, you're in my top 5. I'm like, where and who are the others?
Yeah, I love it so much. I'm like, who's in your middle 5 and bottom 5?
Yeah, I'm like, who do I have to kill to get number 1?
One time we had 2 comics come into Morty's, and they were like, want to do cool stuff. So we went to the gym where they filmed Hoosiers and saw that. And then we had a huge party at my house, and they met girls. And then I took them to this awesome golf course. We're playing golf, and we're on the 6th hole. And the one guy goes, "You're one of the top 5 comedy club owners in the country." And I'm like, "What did the other 4 do?" Jesus Christ.
Pay them better than we did.
Right. No, we paid just as much.
I'm kidding.
We didn't have any buying power. We had to pay top dollar to get anybody.
Yeah.
Also, Myq, for pretty much his whole life, Bowers has been dressing like no one's watching and dancing for the job he wants. That's his whole philosophy.
I do want
a job dancing. He put a pole in his house to dance for the job he wants. All right, Rach, what do we got coming in?
What do we got coming in, Rach?
Alexander Breyer said, could you imagine Myq hosting and introducing the VFR, the front row, in the Zoom chat? And then Randy Longmire said, it would be the fastest and longest VFR intro at the same time.
Fastest and longest, my nickname in high school.
Okay. All right. LaBelle tipped you and said, I loved your set. Your impression of your grandmother sounds just like if John Mulaney inhaled helium.
I like it.
Sabrina Markley sent you $20 every time. This man slays. It's very sweet.
That's so nice.
Chili Dog sent both comics $10. Thank you. Zara $5 and said crickets. Let's see, we also had Tam Brown sent you $7 and said, "Dancing for the job I want and dressing like nobody's watching. I've never felt so seen. Brilliant as always." Randy Longmire said you $10. "Your sets are like the opposite of jazz. It's about the pauses you don't take. Can't wait for tomorrow's show."
That's beautiful.
That should go on an album cover. That's a great quote. Jesus
Oh yeah,
Christ.
I'm gonna record it right now. Stop the show, everybody. It's about the pauses you don't take. I'm happy to be the opposite of jazz because I, at least for comedy purposes, hate jazz.
Someone told me once that they love the Grateful Dead because of the notes they don't play, and I was like, I like bands for the notes they do.
Yeah.
Let's see. We had Front Row Steve and Val. Tippy and said Canadian crickets. Ray Benjamin tipped, "Because we should have loved your set." Just kidding. You were great.
You should have and did. You did what you should.
Alexander Breyer tipped and said, "Can you just take acid for us one time on your next show and then just go on tangents?"
I will say there is my old podcast, Hang Out With Me, that I did from like 2012 to 2018. There is one episode that is, I usually did like a 45-minute episode and a 10-minute bonus episode. But for one episode, I'll look up which one it is and put it in the chat. We did a 45-minute episode where at the beginning of it, we took mushrooms. And then the 10-minute bonus episode went for 2 hours.
Nice.
Also, that request seems a bit superfluous. That's like saying to Bowers, could you do acid one episode and then wear funny jackets?
I just want to imagine Mike as an old man on a park bench and someone sits down next to him and goes, "Weather, huh?" And then it's 9 hours later.
Let's see. Also, shout out to the
eyebrows. You're gonna have the same eyebrows then too.
That's true. They never stop.
Shout out to the Is This Anything podcast, listening and on typing in our YouTube chat.
Nice.
And then lastly, I think Tam sent in a late tip for Jenny, an additional tip, because we both have great taste in t-shirts. I think she has your same Four Seasons shirt.
Nice.
Or hoodie or something, right?
Very cool.
Is that a yes?
Let's see it. Can I?
Never has a company stumbled more into merchandising than Four Seasons Total Landscaping.
Yeah, actually, and one of my friends.
And never has
actually
Steve
went
Hofstetter been more
to
jealous of someone's
location
merch.
And got these shirts. I love that my friend who lives in Philly actually went to Total Four Seasons.
Oh, really?
And bought this.
That's awesome.
It actually came straight from the.
That's awesome. Are we ready for the game, Rachel?
No,
Great
not yet.
cover. That's one of the great fuck up and great creative covers of all time. The Four Seasons won't let us show up there. Let's find another Four Seasons. It's so funny.
Truly one of the funniest things ever.
I mean, do you really think, or do you think they just fucked up and didn't know it wasn't the hotel?
Oh no, there was a behind the scenes like trick that was being played on them. Like,
oh, that's hilarious.
That happened.
Like the
Somebody
TikTokers
did
that sold all the tickets out to the thing and wherever, and then no one showed up.
Right.
All right, last tip.
It was the Fire Festival demonstrations. It was pretty nuts.
All right, last one came from Razor. He said, "Mike, every time you're on, I imagine auctioneers crossing their legs, feeling inadequate." All right, we are ready for the game, everybody. The game today is pickup lines from politicians. These are the unpaid entries. Ooh, I only grabbed one. Sean.
Wait, was that one of them, or is that an entry?
No, this is unpaid.
I only grabbed one. Isn't one of your politician pickup lines?
It's not. Sean had a popular vote advocate in the street, a gerrymanderer in the sheets.
Nice.
All right, so Mike and Jenny, starting with our front row, these are the ones we're going to vote on. So just remember your favorite. Frankie Angles, you're up first.
Okay. I know you're conservative, and I'm a liberal. But how about we bring both sides together tonight? I'm really good at numbers. And this is my other one. I'm really good at numbers. I was thinking I could help you to balance your budget, so that I could help to bring you to a massive surplus. It was funny in my head.
I liked it. Fuck them. That was funny, Frank. I liked it.
All I know is I just saw a tip come in for Ray to have an extra entry, and I'm just waiting.
LaBelle.
All right, so I have. Can I count on you on Erection Day? And then I have. Can I storm your capital with zero accountability after?
Steph.
Okay, these are Australian ones, so I don't know if many of you will get these.
As long as you ring the bell when you're done with the joke, we'll know it'll laugh.
Okay, I've got my spoon. Hey, baby, want to ditch this natural disaster and go to Hawaii with me? And hey, girl, I'd love to show you what's in my budgie smugglers.
Those entries were delightfully Australian.
And they're both from Liberal prime ministers that were both absolute dickheads.
Sorry, man.
Ray.
You're
Can't
muted.
hear you, buddy.
You're muted.
Muted.
It's for the best.
It might be for the best. Well, I'll start off with the worst one. This is, Trump has had to grow a little bit. So now he says, mind if I grab you by the pussy?
That was actually pretty good. That's great.
And then, lucky interns like you have some special duties.
Oh, God.
And
just a heads up, that one's worse.
And I'm a Republican, so I have to be on top.
Ehrlich.
I don't know how to follow that. Hey, baby, you want to unskew my pole? That's all I got.
That's really good.
Zara.
I follow that. Okay, let's role play founding fathers. I'll call you daddy while you interpret my constitution. And my second one is Minister, I invite you to pass your private members bill through my lower house of parliament. Got to get that stimulus package.
Tam. We can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Tim. I can't hear you.
Hey, baby, want to flee this natural disaster with me and go to Cancun? And then let me make your approval rating go up.
Nice.
Greg.
All right. I got, how would you like to redistrict this constituent? I don't even know what that means, but
politicians don't either.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. And want to see my infrastructure package?
JP.
All right, I do pick up lines on my show every Friday, so I'm gonna do these in the voice.
Right.
We should have a special session. Why don't you check out my caucus?
That was very good.
Oh, that was amazing. Lindsay.
The one I have is, how about we rearrange some districts, put you and I together?
Is there anyone else in our front row? Wave at me if you want to do one live.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go with
Want to come back to my campaign headquarters and stuff this ballot box?
Nice.
All right, anybody else? Okay, these are the rest of the entries. We had Tam Brown. Do I ever have a stimulus package for you? Shannon Savage. I'm going to start calling you Lincoln because I'd like to put my load in you.
Wow.
What?
Shannon.
Load or log?
It was load.
Okay.
Like a gun load, get it? No. Okay.
Oh wait, what was? I thought you said Lincoln.
You did say
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. My bad. I was going sexual, not shoot him in the head. It was a pickup line, not murder him. Okay.
I like log.
Yeah,
Works either way.
Lincoln. Call me Lincoln. So I put my log in you. That's what I thought was a Lincoln log joke. My bad.
Dana had, how about we commit some high crimes and misdemeanors? Jack Dostal, we representatives are literal about our names, so let's make out, said by reps Wild, Fox, and Cummer.
Oh my god.
Angela had want to come over and see my caucus. It's huge. Alexander Breyer, from a politician. How do these nipples look? Ben. Kenneth Jones, your implementation of the Government Paperwork Elimination Act was so hot, I want you now.
Who was that?
Cannabis. Cannabis Jones also had, I'll be your lobbyist. Wendy Swerdlow, Matt Gates pickup line, one of us will be on a registry after this.
Probably before, also.
That's a great one.
Catherine Howard, we're a perfect match. I'm a conservative who enjoys all manner of sweet treats, and you like it on top. Just call me your goober Nadir a Tory all candidate. God damn.
Oh,
a long way to get there.
Holy shit.
Say that again. Say what you're called, Rachel, again.
Wait.
What?
Say
that
was.
Was,
what do you call it?
It's this. Just call me
gubernatorial
your
candidate.
Goober.
Yeah.
Well, so it said goober Nadir a Tory all candidate. See, that's how they spelled it out.
Yeah, that was quite the pun. That was more steps to get there than the Million Mom March. Like that was
That was more steps than I've ever walked up total.
Your steps app just said you're done for the week. You're fine.
For your life. That's it. You don't have to walk anymore. Good job.
Let's see. Frankie Berman, do you approve of this bush? He also had, I would really love to see the majority whip on you. Adler had, is that No Tears or Mr. Bubble? Oh, hi, Mom, I'm Joe. Why can't he ever be in the front row and do these his goddamn self? Gives me call sheets. Anyway, the other Rachel had, is that a stimulus in your pocket or are you open carrying a weapon? Shannon Savage, you know Joe Biden's favorite snack is ice cream. I'd let you lick me until ice cream.
Oh, no.
Even Val had, don't worry about it, baby. It's just my hanging chad.
Too late.
Let's see. Grimbeard, it's the you come on me, stupid.
What?
It's the you come on me, stupid.
Oh, like economy, the economy, stupid. Okay.
That's clever.
It's all about the you come on me, stupid. Is very.
Wow. Yeah.
Took a second, but we got there.
And then razors. What's your position on exit polls? That's it. That's all of them.
All right, Jesus Christ. I like Can I Count on You on Erection Day? Trump learning saying, mind if I grab you by the pussy? That was funny by Ray. JP's, why don't you check out my caucus? Cannabis, really the voting for the thing because they were on the limiting paperwork was funny. But I'm going to give it to the it's all about the you come on me stupid. I always say, once I figured it out, I loved it a lot. So there you go. Jenny, what was your favorite?
I hate to just like steal from you, but I mean, you come on me stupid. I mean, you touch my heart like immediately. I was
awesome. Mike, it was your
That's what the 38-year-old grandma would say when she answers the phone.
all about the you come on me stupid.
First of all, I don't think that any of these would work. So I think you've all got a lot of thinking to do about what you're doing with your life and time. But I want just a couple that I liked. I really liked Unskew My Poll. And when I jotted it down, it actually auto-corrected to Unscrew My Poll. And I'm like, that works too. I also like that some of these that go back so far, it's basically like you're like, it's Tippy Canoe and I'll defile her too. And like, politics-wise. And it's the you come on me stupid is great, but I'm going to give it to Budgie Smugglers.
Budgie Smugs.
Rachel.
I love JP's voice with the check out my caucus. Ehrlich had a great one, but this one cracked me up, so I'm going to give it to Razors. What's your position on exit polls? Because that's about taking it in the rear.
I thought of it as like a last minute hookup where you don't see the person again. That was what I thought of, but
That's why, I don't know.
Joke about the job you want, Ben. That's what well, who are you voting for, Ben?
oh, right. Stuff my ballot box. Implementation of paperwork is so hot. Do you approve of this, Bush? What's your position on exit polls? But you come on me stupid is my vote. Very funny.
All right, Steve.
All right. Well, that means that is mathematically the winner, regardless of who I vote for. But I am voting for Ray's Trump learning mind if I grab you by the pussy. Ridiculous, very funny. But that means the winner is you come on me stupid. So I've never said before.
Congratulations, Grimbeard.
Grimbeard. Go to sdscshow.com and shoot us an email.
All right. Jenny, do you have any?
I was literally sitting here trying to think of one that would be like the story of Beauty and the Beast, but it was Mitch McConnell and that rose like before the last petal falls, and then he's stuck the way that he looks right now, and then that's just what happened. Like I'm not there with the joke yet, but I feel like Mitch McConnell insulting a person showing up to his house for help and then being turned into what he looks like now. That was
no one has ever gotten.
I want to fuck a
than
beast,
Jenny
is what
Johnson.
you're saying. I want to fuck a beast.
I mean,
Yes.
He just looks like a frightened turtle, but like I feel like there's something that.
I think Jenny just did the acid we were talking about earlier.
All right, Mike, you got it?
I wish I did.
Yeah, I've got about 105. But I won't read them all. But I went to a website that has 105 classic pickup lines, and I've just adapted them all slightly. So I'm a raindrop, and I'm falling for you. I'm Mitt Romney, and I must be a snowflake because I've fallen for you. I'm Jeb Bush. And can I lick that film off your teeth? I'm Ben Gleib. And falling for you would be a very short trip. I'm Kamala Harris. Okay, you guys get it. And something about filling somebody who's a buster, filibuster. It's things that you can do with my nuts are a fill and a bust. Anyway, I don't have any.
Steve, how many you got?
What on earth?
I got 8.
What do you got, Ben?
I've got one.
I've got 3.
All right, Rach, what you got?
Something about mudslinging. That's it.
the Jenny Johnson approach to jokes, where you just tell you the parts and you don't put them together. I think Myq Kaplan started this in his set.
No.
All right.
Like,
Anyway,
bring your own tools to it. You know.
Is this anything version?
What do you got? You got 8. Go. You start. Ben's
I got 7 or 8, depending on if I decide to do all of them.
All right, we'll start, Steve.
All right. Are you a voter who can't take the day off to vote? Because you're going to be so fucked.
Ben.
Oh, got it. I've got one for Barack Obama to say. And we go upstairs? Yes, we can.
Just call me Joe Biden because I know I'm not your first choice. But
Ben.
Okay, I have one more then. One extra one. You want to? What do you mean you want to do it again? We already did it. This is Joe Biden.
all right, should I just read the rest of mine? Are you done?
Yeah, please.
Oh, I got 2 more.
All right, okay. Are you a sanctuary city? Because I want to be inside you. Ben, you know you're next, right?
No.
Okay.
You want to take my poll? Worst case, you fall within the margin of error.
Want to hear about my Southern strategy?
This last one for me is not a pickup line, but rather what I say to a girl if I want to ghost her. I say, my press secretary will be in touch.
My people won't call your people. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Are you a healthcare payer system? Because I'm hoping you're single. I have, unlike the Republican Party, I'll never cheat. And my last one, let's play Republican senator and rich white male voter, because I'm going to pay attention to only your needs.
Oh, wait, I just thought of one.
All right.
Okay. Do you mind if my pool boy watches?
I love it. All right, it's time for the song, Ben. Here we go. What's the Night King?
Graham.
What's the Night King?
Oh, Night King game. Pickup lines for. What should we do?
I don't know.
Love how obvious we make it. We don't plan these in advance.
Hotel staff. Pickup lines for hotel staff.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, I got one for that. When you go check in the hotel, you ask for 3 keys. When she hands it to you, slide one back at her and go, "That one's for you."
Oh God! Not ways to get arrested by hotel staff. Pickup lines for hotel staff.
It never works. They won't bring towels to your room anymore, but it's pretty funny. All right.
Am I thirsty, or does this water bottle cost $9?
I hope there's no turn down service.
All right,
That's not
Ben.
a mint on my pillow. All right.
It's Lady Doodle time. It's Lady Doodle time. It's time for drawings done by
hey.
Rivers. Holy shit.
Okay.
I enlisted help for these, so I'm gonna have these two read off what the drawings are.
Watch the show, so we're gonna do our best. We
All
have
right.
no context. We don't know what's going on.
It'll be great. All right, first up.
President Biden embrace the sun. What's the theme? Are we drawing sexiest presidents, or what's happening? He can embrace my suck. All right. If only there were things to roast. Ryan's extra arm is enough.
Why'd you put hands on him? That's weird.
Why is Bowers wearing such a normal jacket?
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know what's going on.
That's what she did.
Oh,
She
that's
gave
the
you normal
joke.
jacket.
I'm wearing a normal jacket. He's got hands, so there's nothing to make fun of. It's a juxtaposition joke. It's shit, Lee. That was way funnier than we thought. God
Then he
damn,
went,
that was-
sure. Look,
A rose. You do this.
Look, a rose. I am one of you. It's a big flower you have there. Yeah, hon, what are you wearing? Oh, is this like sexting with like
Stop,
parents?
don't worry
Okay.
about it.
all right.
Jokes read by. Not see the
Get the
episode.
joke, you know?
You're not gonna get it. It was a great joke.
Andrew and Brett can barely read.
I'll read the next one. Thank you very much, Ben.
Oh, the next one has the worst handwriting. Good
Hook it on Pahonix.
Okay, next we have. Oh, that's the light. Time to start my set. Oh, I fucking nailed it.
Quit comedy, please.
Excellent.
And I think it looks like it's about to start my sex too. That is some bad handwriting.
No, that's correct.
Oh, it does look like.
Both of them will be under 4 minutes.
That's what I always say.
Yeah, light me at 3.
I can see Myq Kaplan being like, "We're not going to start the sex until the lights come on."
Usually women ask me to turn the lights off during sex, but
Your mom only fucks me when the street lights come on, Andrew. I don't know what that was about.
you made Leedy sad on that joke. How dare you?
He only means that because otherwise she can't find her stuff.
We have to go
Right.
home.
What's
Go
the
home,
next
lights-
drawing?
All right, let's do the next one. Here we
Leave
go.
my mom out of this.
Is this your
Your
mom?
dad keeps saying. I don't know what that's about. Anyway.
About to blow up the world or something.
That's JP stressing. I love it.
Why does he have two
Oh, that's
thumbs?
LaBelle. That's LaBelle with the.
What's that on his head, though?
Don't worry about it. All right, and last but not least,
You look like my dad.
Oh, little Leno.
and that is it for me.
Me.
I'm gonna stay on for another hour.
Nope.
At Art for My Heroes on Instagram and LeedyCorbin.com and at Brett Druck and at Andrew Rivers, I think.
All 4 of us actually have to bounce right now. We have to get ready for the show. But thanks for watching. Just announced a whole bunch of new tour dates, including Raleigh, St. Louis, coming back to Indianapolis, and a whole bunch more. Check them out on my website. And Atlanta is coming soon, so I'm very excited about that one. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Very cool.
Hi, guys.
By me at Bowers Comedy. Tonight we have Kira Sultanovich is on this week, and since we had to cancel her last week, so she's on Origin Stories tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific. So check that out. Ben, what you got coming up?
I've got gigs coming up in Vancouver and in Phoenix and in DC and in Aspen. So check out bengleib.com for info on that. And this Saturday, what happened? This Saturday, Leave Off the Top will be at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, SDSC time, since there's no SDSC. So please get a ticket if you haven't yet. And you can get a discount with promo code SDSC when you check out. And also, if you want to check out my Patreon, patreon.com/BenGleib, tons of great perks. But if you're at the right level, you'll be able to see when I post later today my birthday show, which includes the first ever and only press conference held by Steve Hofstetter if I had won the presidency. So check that out. It was pretty damn hilarious, you guys. And Craig Robinson and all this fun stuff. So check it out if you'd like.
Very cool. Jenny, where do we find you at? What you got coming up? Oh, she bounced? Oh, all right. How about
Her
Mike?
podcast is, she put it in the chat, but she has a podcast with Danny Zucker that you can subscribe to. Just look at her social media to follow her podcast. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be on it soon. I don't know the name of it.
Okay. Myq Kaplan, what you got?
I don't know the name of my podcast either, but it is. I have 2 podcasts: Broccoli and Ice Cream and The Faucet. I'm actually going to be headlining an online show tomorrow night on this very device that you're looking at the Nowhere Comedy Club with Baron Vaughn, Liz Glazer, and Lexi Grace. It'll be super fun. So come to that. And then I'm also doing live shows coming soon, DC area this weekend. And then in July, I'll be in West Virginia, Cincinnati, St. Louis, Kansas City, Minneapolis, and then Chicago in August on the way back, and Pittsburgh. And all those dates are on my website, MyQKaplan.com. And also, if you don't want to go anywhere, I have albums. I made them already. You can listen to them. My most recent one is AKA, and there's a bunch more. You know how to use the internet. Look for my name. It's at Myq Kaplan, spelled the weird way I spell it, and on all social media. And thank you.
All right, buddy. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Rachel,
Jenny Johnson on social media is Jenny Johnson High Five if you'd like to follow her as well.
Awesome. Rachel, anything catch up on before we get the audience center?
Yeah, so we had, let's see, LaBelle said, it took a second, but we got there. Title of Bauer's sex tape. And then Steph
It took
Andrews.
a second and we got there, but I get the point.
That's fair. Steph Andrews, $150 and said, all the comics for giving the strength to keep my fight going with Air Canada. This is all of our wins. And then lastly, I do want to plug and let everybody know that our next challenge that we're going to do on the show with the hosts is going to be Friday, July 23rd. We are going to do a hot sauce challenge.
Yeah.
Hot wings, right? Hot wings challenge.
Well, it's the sauce really. Like you can put it on, remember, like whatever you want. But
yeah, we're not eating whole wings. We're just see who can take the most.
Whatever you want.
Ben, we talked about this already. Like I'll text you.
Piece of bread and fold it over and eat it. Not
we already.
You said no bread. You put it on your tongue directly. You can't hide it in bread or milk or anything.
No, we already decided what we're
putting. It was a production
it on.
meeting. Jesus.
Anyway,
Anyway,
we're not announcing it yet. July 23rd.
July 23rd. That's what's going to happen. Thank you so much, Front Row, for being here. We love you guys. We'll see you for fucking Fans Right. Remember, we do not have a show this Saturday. This Saturday we don't have a show because we logistically we couldn't get it done. So we're just and we also need to take a few shows off to make the 420th show on 420, is I think what our goal is to do. So anyway, so we don't have a show Saturday. We do have a show Friday. We'll see you there. Normal time, guys. We love ya.
Yeah. And anything else? Yeah, we've got Kira tonight, and we have Bauer's birthday episode coming up on the SDSC birthday, July 2nd, right?
Yes. SDSC is July 2nd, the Friday. Yep, that's my birthday.
Yep, that Friday. Okay, cool. All right, see you guys.
See ya. And again, I want to thank Ryan Niemiller last night for doing roast battle for me. One of the reasons I got to do it is because he agreed. So he's a bigger star than me. So I kind of leveraged that, which I appreciated him doing that. He knew that, but I appreciate that. And thank you, Ryan, for helping me out. I got to be on the main stage of the Comedy Store, which is really my only goal in life, and it happened last night. So it's been a pretty cool day. I'm very happy. So I love you guys. I'll talk to you Friday.
Ooh, main stage roast battle. That's pretty cool. Also, there's an upcoming contest at some point that my co-hosts keep ignoring because they're afraid it's me giving idiot tests to my 3 co-hosts.
Oh, yeah, I want to do that for sure.
And of course, please don't forget the excitement coming on July 23rd, the hot sauce and or wing drop on your tongue or not in bread contest. We're very excited about it. Can't wait until we get that done. However it gets done, it's going to be good. We got a month to figure it out. Or we did already and I missed it. Anyway, I'm sleeping. On that note, this has been SDSC. I think you know that. Good night.
What's an urgent?